Any changes, corrections?
None.
Okay, now I get a
Looks fine.
Seconded.
Sorry, what
Just
did I
write that
miss?
down, so she'll have it.
We adopted the minutes from the last meeting.
I'm writing the names down, Nicole and then Richard.
Oh,
Seconded.
thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, here I am.
Hi,
Can
Howard.
Good
hear
afternoon,
you.
everybody.
Howard?
She's on the phone with Howard.
Hi. I know, the IT company. was-
Okay, so the only thing that we have on the agenda is a discussion of the ZBA's letter to us saying that they intend to declare themselves lead agency on the application that they have received.
Right.
We haven't received any application yet.
I know.
And they're, sorry. Hi, Howard. All right, so they have an application for a special permit variance in front of the ZBA for an expansion of the shop at Orps. And this expansion is actually not that great. It's not what would normally require a variance. However, they had two prior expansions,
Yes.
one in 2012 and one in, I'm not exactly sure, maybe 2014. And that expanded their prior size by over 100%.
And that was a special permit.
They didn't get any permits for that at the time. They went to the building inspector, who said, here's your permit, and then they did their work.
Did they have originally a special permit though to have the retail store and the,
I think it's grandfathered in.
oh,
That's my
okay, yeah.
understanding. It's grandfathered in. I think there's always been some sort of retail space there.
Yeah, it's
That's
been
what I
there a very
believe,
long
a
time.
long time. So because they did not get that special permit when they did the prior expansions, when they came to James Finley and asked for a building permit, this time he flagged that and said, well, now you're going, wait, I don't know why the last building inspector didn't have you do this, but now we need to correct that because now your size is so much more than the prior. So they have no problem with that, and they've gone to the ZBA to request that special.
So is this an area variance? Or
It is not. I
Well,
believe
use variance.
it's just the increase in size. That's my understanding.
Going to add on more than
25%. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
So technically it would be an area variance.
That's called an area. Okay, I didn't know if it went with that.
Right.
Okay, good. And so after, assuming that they go through the process with the ZBA, if they get that variance, they would then apply to us for a site plan approval. So we don't have anything right now.
Mm.
But when they go before the ZBA and the ZBA wants to act as lead agency, they need to notify us and we get the opportunity to say, wait, we think we'd be better suited to do that, or that's fine with us. So that's the discussion for tonight, is whether
It
we want.
seems odd that we haven't seen it, like we should both be able to consider the same information and then decide who it makes more sense to be the lead agency.
Well, we have gotten the application. And
Okay.
we've gotten,
well,
that was,
plans
we
and
have the
everything.
plans
Yeah.
and all that was all sent to us.
But no one's coming before in front of
No,
the board.
no.
I'm trying to see how much it's gonna be 17%
That-
from the current expansion.
Yes.
But I'm trying to figure that out.
I know that I was told that in 2012, they did an expansion that was about 100%, and that should have required a variance. But I believe and I didn't write that part down, that there was also something else that was like a smaller.
My understanding is that a number of these places that have guns on premise, like Shownick, Tamarack, Corpus, the New York State gun laws changed, and now everyone has had to create more space and a different setup to comply with the New York State law. So I think that's why they're doing this. It's not like they just said, oh, well, now we're going to expand more, or we want to make more money, or they're trying to, I think the reason is they're having this expansion is.
I didn't see anything about that in their papers.
Right.
though.
I
didn't see that. I thought it said it was to showcase their retail merchandise.
I'm sorry, Andrew.
So it's to showcase retail merchandise.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
So,
But it
That's
is an
what I was
expansion
told.
of they said that it was the hunting equipment, like guns, and they didn't, not the other stuff, like they sell
Clothing, outfits,
clothing,
like
and all
boots.
sorts of
They
stuff.
need some separate building. The law requires
Yeah.
some guns to be in some.
See,
and-
Yeah.
to me, that's what requires the special permit, is the retail operation. To me, that's the special permit, the business aspect of it.
Is
I
the-
don't understand why we need to have a special or ZBA variance for the area. I mean, that makes no sense to me.
Because it's not 25%, you mean? Or,
Not 25%, and what, I mean, the lot coverage is within the lot, it's 23 or 200
Yeah.
acres or something like that. So,
It might be because they might be a pre-existing non-conforming use
It
to
is.
that zone. So any
That's what it is.
expansion of use would. need
Yes.
okay,
approval
so
from the town.
they have a non-conforming use, right, because they never got a special permit.
Right.
Okay, so now, it's for previously non-conforming use, what they're looking for the variance for, has nothing to do with the size of the building. It's use, it's the retail.
I don't follow.
I
They
think
still,
So use and size of the
Further
building.
expanding a previously non-conforming use.
Use is retail, or some kind of shop, or a
but
restaurant.
they're asking for the variance for the size, for the
Andrew has
space.
something to say.
Andrew, are we?
You know about this since he's.
You're breaking up, but I hear enough of it.
I'm just trying to get it straight in my head.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you a little bit.
should we just call him?
Yeah.
Andrew, can we just call you so that we can hear you and you can hear us? Does that work?
Yeah, that's great. I'll give you my cell phone.
I don't know whose voice
okay.
is coming from.
It's
like the other-
917
917.
Yeah, he's coming from. there, right?
553.
I think Nicole
Oh,
has you
Oh,
already.
calling you right now. Hi, Nicole.
I just put you on speaker when I find them on the table.
Hi, Andrew.
Muted myself.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you now.
Oh, Andrew, we wanted to hear what you had to say.
Hey, I'm getting an echo. I hope you are.
We're not.
No,
Well, I think you can probably disconnect. Can he disconnect from that?
yeah.
I'll just disconnect.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. So I was saying it sounds like it's the expansion of a previous non-conforming use.
Yes.
Is the